Let's find the center and radius of x squared plus y squared minus 4x plus 6y equals 3. This is not in the format that we need, but we're going to get it in that format. So first we'll shuffle terms around. I'd like to take the x squared and then plus y squared and then technically plus negative 4x. And if it's all pluses, you can switch the order. So that's why I said plus negative 4x. So x squared plus negative 4x, or in other words, x squared minus 4x. So I just got the x terms near each other and the y terms near each other. And then factoring immediately is not going to help. Now you could, out of the first two terms, factor out an x, and out of the next two terms, factor out a y. That looks a little bit like the start of factoring by grouping. This, unfortunately, is not going to help us out. Okay, this is just not in the right format, and it won't get us in the right format. So we're going to have to do something else instead. We're going to actually take the most recent equation that's not in red, so x squared minus 4x plus y squared plus 6y equals 3, and we're going to complete the square twice, once in the x variable and once in the y variable. So take a look at the x squared minus 4x. Linear coefficient is negative 4. Second stick is half of that, so negative 2. Square the number negative 2, and we have the number 4. That's a number we need to add to both sides. In the y variable, the linear coefficient is 6. The second stick is 3. And when you square 3, you get 9. So 9 is a number we need to add to both sides. So guess what? We're going to add 4 to both sides, and we're going to add 9 to both sides. We'll do both of those things. So add 4 to both sides. I've shown that in yellow. Add 9 to both sides. Shown that in blue. Then the left side is going to factor as x minus 2 quantity squared plus y plus 3 quantity squared. And the right side is going to be, well, 3 plus 4 plus 9 is 16. Now, there's no need to square root both sides or anything like that. We've talked through that. Very common error. Instead, what we have is very much in the form of a general equation for a circle. It's shown in the blue box at the top. So we have the center is 2 comma negative 3. That number 16 isn't r. That number 16 is r squared. So r is root 16, in other words, 4. Okay, let's find the center and radius of x squared plus y squared plus 4x minus 6y minus 27 equals 0. I think that minus 27 on the left side is getting in the way, so we'll just start by adding 27 on both sides. And then shuffle the order of the terms as well, so you'll notice that slight change on the left side. So it's x squared plus 4x first, and then y squared minus 6y second. Due to the 4 in front of 4x, we should add 4 to both sides. Due to the negative 6 in front of y, we should add 9 to both sides. So we end up with this. Okay, and then the first 3 terms, x squared plus 4x plus 4, will become x plus 2 quantity squared, whereas the next 3 terms, y squared minus 6y plus 9, become y minus 3 quantity squared. The right side is going to simplify to 40, and now this is already essentially the format for a general circle equation. Do not try square rooting both sides. Instead, we immediately read off that the center is negative 2 comma positive 3. Or yeah, we can rewrite it like this. I'm just doing things a little different. If you want, for the right side, you either just note that r squared is 40, but don't square root both sides. Or if you'd like to do it this way, just to illustrate it a little differently, you can rewrite the 40 as root 40 quantity squared. So then you will see the center is negative 2 comma 3, and the radius is root 40. So just trying to give you a couple different ways to look at these things. Okay, let's go ahead and simplify that though. So root 40 is root 4 times 10. I'm doing that because 4 is a perfect square. Now you can split up a radical when you have multiplication inside. Not when you have an addition, but when you have multiplication, that's fine. So then root 4 is going to simplify to a 2, no longer in a radical. So we'll have 2 root 10 for the radius.